Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm trying to see how much time I have to make this video right now, but it's not really showing, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just make it real quick. Uh, so it was 2 days ago. I went out. I went out to the thrift stores because I had to go get some bubble wrap and some shipping materials, and so since I was already going out, I was like, might as well just go and look for some games. So I went around the route that I always go, which is I always go north until like the end of the town, and then there's a Goodwill there, and then I work my way down, which I go to the Goodwill, and then I go to another thrift store, and then from there I jump forth east, and then from there I go south, and then I just get to my house. So I did that, and I came across some pretty good pickups, like some really good pickups that I wasn't even expecting. So first off, before that, I did go to a yard sale, and this is like the first yard sale I've been to in man, like maybe like half a year, or like nah. I mean, I've been to other yard sales, but like the first yard sale that I found something, like actually found something. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video because I forgot to get that stuff down from the fucking closet, because as you can see, I don't have no room down here no more. I have fucking literally boxes of useless shit in the fucking corner over there. I'm trying to work on like my room, and then I have some car parts that I need to put in my car, but I haven't found a mechanic to do that because I don't have a garage here or anything, so I can't even do it myself. And then yeah, man, I have a mess in here. But let me do this. Let me pause this video, get those stuff, and then oh man, so there was a lot of stuff that I had forgot, man. I had a stack of PS1 games, and I had a stack of Genesis and Nintendo games that I had forgotten. But I mean, I went ahead and grabbed those real quick. So we got those now, and then man, there's like a background noise. I think it's like my fucking laptop is heating up and shit. I need to get a new laptop, so hopefully that goes away. But I mean, I'm gonna start off real quick with with the yard sale stuff. Um, so this was the only thing that I ended up picking up there because because they had an N64 with some games, which he was asking 120, and he had an Xbox 360 for with like 27 games for like 120. But that's not my thing, so I don't do that. And then so I got there first, and then some old guy, he's like on his 50s, late 50s. He showed up. He parked right on the street, got off, and then he pulled up. But he saw me that I was looking at the stuff, and then I was looking at the 360 games, but then I passed on it, and then I hopped on the Genesis stuff. He had a Genesis there with some games, and then he had some NES games. So then I was like, hey, how much you want for that Genesis? I'll take that. And then he said 20 bucks. I was like, how much for the Nintendo games? He said a buck a piece. So I took the Genesis, 20 bucks, and seven Nintendo games, 27 bucks. I was out on my way. The guy ended up taking the Xbox 360 for 120. So I mean, he cashed out. We came across this Genesis. It's missing the thing right here. But I mean, the only thing that was missing was the power cord. So I got home, I took this apart, I washed the shell, and then I tested it. It didn't work because this is a common problem with the Genesis. I fixed many of these consoles already. The power jack inside, people use it so much that it desolders, like the solder breaks, and then it stops working, like it won't power on. So I went over there, I resoldered that, put it back together. This is nice and clean, so we good to go there. It did come with the cables though. It came with the Genesis controller, the two Genesis controller right here, and then it came with the AV cable. but no power cables. So after that, we went uh, to one of my hidden one of my hidden thrift stores. Yeah, because I call it that because this thrift store is like this. They're not like crackheads, but like they definitely like it's a crackhead area. So, but the guy there, like he's pretty cool. He has a shitload of shit. Like his thrift store is so unorganized. He has shit all over. Like I was looking all over, and there was power cords, controllers, like all over. Like he has this area where he keeps his games, but there's shit all over. So I ended up coming across some good stuff there. So I'm gonna show you guys. This I picked them up at the flea market, and then uh, so yeah. So at the thrift store, he had a copy of Parasite Eve. It was complete. It had all the games. I mean, it had all the CDs, which I already had this copy, but I didn't have the demo disc. So I went ahead and took the demo disc, and and even I think yeah, took the demo disc, put it in my copy, and this is complete but no demo disc. So that is a double right there. And we also so this I came across at the flea market. At the flea market, Crash Bandicoot Warped. I don't have that one, so that one's going in my collection. We have Gran Turismo, the first game. I already have this one, so this is a double here. I also picked that up at the flea market. I came across a little stack of PS1 games. And then we got Twisted Metal 2. And then we also got Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. And then I also have some more games back here that I picked up. Let me see. Oh man. This one I picked up at the thrift store too, for $5. At the crackhead thrift store. Let me see if I'm not missing anything else here. Yeah, that's about it. So let's keep on going. So I'm gonna show you now games. I'm gonna show the Genesis games that I came across at the with the Genesis. So greatest heavyweights for the Genesis, and then Mortal Kombat 2 for the Genesis. Not for resale copy of Sonic, and then 3 box games, 3 games in the box. Pretty cool games. I mean, we got Super Street Fighter 2, and then Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and then this is like a somewhat uncommon game, Road Rash 3. The condition of the games, they're alright. They have some tears in the other labels, but other than that, it's cool, you know. And then this is the NES games that I got for $1. Yeah, for a fucking $1, you know. Mario, Super Mario 2. That's like the best game right there. We got Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. We got Snake Rattle. Oh, it's a fucking Snake Rattle, man. I didn't even notice that. Snake Rattle and Snake Rattle and Roll. And then we got Super Mario Bros. The 3-pack, and this is the same game. And then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for $1, and then we got Popeyes for $1. So that's about it for that yard sale. You know, we paid $27 for the Genesis with no power cord, the fucking Genesis games and the NES games. And now we ready for the flea market finds. I mean the fucking thrift finds. So this is the first thing I spotted when I walked in the NES controller for $4. So I'll pick that up. We also and at the thrift store, at the crackhead thrift store, he had a fucking Power Glove sensor bar, you know. So I picked it up for $2. For $2, and then so this is gonna be the thrift store finds, which is some really good finds, man. It made my day. I came home pretty happy. So let's roll. Uh, this was at a pawn shop, Mario Tennis, and then another copy of Mario Tennis for $20, both of them. And then they had the price of 29 and $20. So she shot it to me for $20 and this free game because I told her, can you throw in that $4 game for free? She's like, sure, yeah. So we got it. And then this was at the thrift store. At the second thrift store that I showed up, we had Crash Bandicoot, the greatest hits. This game is going up in price, man. I didn't even know that. Look at, ooh, it just came apart. But yeah, this game is going up in price. I don't know why. And I don't think I even have this game. Like, Black Label, I don't have this game. So, I don't know, man. I think I do have it, like, loose disc. But I don't have the Black Label game. And another one that I found at the thrift store there for $2. We got Frogger there. Really good condition. That's why I picked them up. And we got at another thrift store, the last thrift store that I showed up, we picked up the Last World, the holographic. I don't know how much I paid for that because they gave me a discount and all that shit. And where I picked up that Jurassic Park game, this one, $4, $4.39, with a 25% discount on this and the game. So this is for $4.99. Pretty cool right here. I'm gonna sell this shit, and it's brand new. So so they go on to the good stuff right now. So this is the good stuff, man. This is what made my day. Well, I mean, just like a few titles in here, but the rest for $2 a game, you can't pass these. You know, this is some games you don't. Well, in my opinion, these games you don't come across like you know, like, I mean, you have your regular games on the PS2, like your Grand Theft Autos, your Need for Speeds, your fucking Midnight Clubs, Medal of Honor, you know, all that bullshit that's like regular. You see them everywhere you go. You know, you just see this type of games. But I mean, when I don't really collect for the PS2, but I did had one when I first moved into the U.S. I did had one because my stepdad, as soon as I got here, he took me to Best Buy. He bought me a brand new TV, and he bought me a brand new PS2 with a couple games, San Andreas. And I mean, it was part of my life, you know, because I did have a PS2. He bought it because he knew I like games, so he straight bought me the TV. He bought me the fucking PS2. I got home, I plugged it in, I played that shit the whole night for a whole year or even like months. So yeah, man. I mean, but I don't really go out on eBay and buy specific games for the PS2 because most of the PS2 games are like $5, you know, $2, $20. So that's why I do have a library of PS2 games down there because I don't sell them because they're not worth that much. They're not worth selling, but I do pick them up too. So let's start off with 191, not even $2. So we got Ridge Racer 5, man. Ridge Racer 5 for the PS2. I mean, this is like I said, this is not very common games. Well, they're not like the type of games that I mentioned. But yeah, let's go ahead and go through this stack right here because I did pay like $40 for all these games. We got Squad X for the PS2 for $199, and then so We have Evergrace. Here you go, look, boom. Evergrace for the PS2, 191. See, this is what I call like uncommon. Like this, you won't find like at the thrift store. Like this was by H-Tech, which is from software, you know, right now. And that's, I mean, that's some pretty cool stuff right there. So we're gonna get that, and then we have another H-Tech game, Armored Core 2 for the PS2 for 191. Another 191 game is Draken, the Ancient's Gate for 191. See, like that's some pretty like obscure games, you know. And then I'm gonna leave this game for last because man, that game right there just killed it. 191. Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore. And then we have a Squaresoft game, you know. We have Squaresoft, the Bouncer. Boom. And they're all complete. They're all complete with no scratches. Cause I went through them, you know. I went through the games. We also have Defender for the PS2 for 199. We have Tomb Raider, The Angel of Darkness for 191, man. Fuck, I'm gonna pick them up all day for 191. Shit, this game used to sell for regular, you know, for full price. So for 191, and people still complaining about paying $2 for PS2 games. I don't fucking know. What? 191, Need for Speed Underground. I played the shit out of this game on the GameCube, man. I beat that game on the GameCube. And this was the only game that was $292 for the PS2. $292 Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 for the PS2. And then now we're gonna go on the Wii, some Wii games that he had that I picked up with that same PS2 stack. And then so we had a copy of Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This is complete. I did pay $649 for this. $649, which I didn't even care because I found this game too. So we had so this is complete right here, and I actually have another CD, another Symphony CD, because I found it at a thrift store. We had Zelda Skyward Sword for $649. This is like a $30 game or some shit like that. And then I also picked up let me turn that down real quick. I picked up for $343. I picked up Grand Theft Auto Double Pack. The Double Pack, pretty cool, right? This is pretty cool. For the regular Xbox, so I'm not an Xbox guy, so that's gonna be for trade bait or something like that. And then we picked up a sealed copy of the Simpsons Road Rash. Sealed copy. Boom. That's pretty cool right there. So we're gonna go ahead and move this stack over here. And then we picked up a copy of $2.99 for $3 Crazy Taxi. Pretty good condition, man. So like I said, I went through these games, I checked them out, make sure they were in good condition. And this one, I had it somewhere in the box. The Choppers, American Choppers. And so that's about it. I mean, so we have this last game that made my day worth it, man. I walked in the thrift store, and then I did my little tour in it, And then at the end of the tour, there's always the back section where they keep their games, and they have a little display case there. And sometimes I complain about people having the fucking games inside case, or like, you know, inside the fucking display case. Uh, but today, man, I just, it just let me know that that's a good thing to do, because lately, when I come across rare games or like some good games, and if they're just out in the open where people could grab them, they would take the fucking game and leave the box there. So like you would actually pull up and open, be hella excited, open the game and look inside, and there ain't shit inside. So you're like, oh fuck. So this game was in the display case, but I bet you anything, if it would have been out in the open, that game would have been gone. I would have been like, oh fuck that, you know, it was missing. So now I'm glad they keep them in. So I'm just gonna show you. So there was nothing but shitty games, and I pulled up in there, and all I saw was this, just the spine right there. Boom. So I was like, wait a minute, that game sounds familiar. So I looked it up, and I saw I saw a whole different bunch of prices, you know. So I'm like, man, I'm just gonna buy it for $2, $2.99. Fucking, we found Wild Arms, the Alter Code F, Wild Arms. Look at that. Boom, from EB Games, man. EB Games. Trade in your games. Trade in your used games and save. EB Games. Get a gameplay guaranteed. Get a gameplay warranty. EB Games. Get 10% discount off today. Boom. By H-Tech, man. H-Tech by software. From software. Look at this. Fucking mint condition, man. Mint condition. Both CDs in it. Man, that's a straight $100 game right there. $100 for $3. You can't fucking beat that, man. That made my day right there. Yeah, so that's about it, man. And that was my pickups for 2 days ago, which was Monday. So that's all I got to show you right now, and then we're gonna get right into the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. So yeah, man, I'll see you guys on the next video.